Good morning, Gilball fans. We're back here at Steamforged HQ for the English Nationals Championship 2019. I'm Dominic Westland, here, as always, for this weekend, with David, not that one, Cameron.
Hello, good morning.
Oh, wow, you've got a lot of pep in you for this morning.
Why not? Who isn't excited and geared up for some Gilball?
Exactly. I mean, we've got three guys, I believe, undefeated.
This is true.
We have Steve Easton on Masons.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can remember these without any type of prompt. Michael Cumber with Brewers.
Correct.
And we have the third one.
Who
here.
we've not yet seen on stream.
Correct. Dave, no, not Dave, you're Dave. Daniel Harwood, reigning English Nationals champion.
This is very true, actually, yes.
With Fish going into Dave Markinson's Union.
This is true. So there'll be two games today, this morning, that involve undefeated players. And yes, it's Michael versus Steve on another table. But the game that we're bringing to you is Daniel Harwood's Fish against Dave Margetson. Now, this game will determine whether or not we get a last round. If Dave were to win, if Daniel were to lose this, then whoever wins between Stephen and Michael will be the English champion. If Daniel wins this, then we will be bringing you a sixth and final round of Dan Harwood against whomever that is.
So it's all to play for first thing this morning. In terms of who's kicking to who, as we can see here, we have the Union kicking into the Fish. Not a situation we want at all. I was up there getting the game plan cards for the pair of them, and yeah, Markson was like, yeah, I don't care what's on the cards, as long as I get to receive. Because Union at the moment just don't have a kickoff plan, really.
Well, they're still a lot better than they were.
Oh, that is true, but like, yeah, it's not the situation you ultimately want to be in as the Union player.
I think it's probably fair.
In terms of the teams we have here, looking at the Fish side, we have oh, well, in fact, you've got teams there on your little iPad thing.
I do. So on your right, Daniel's Fisherman, we've got Tentacles, we've got Siren, we've got Knuckles, our first rookie to be seen on the pitch. Knuckles, the Free Cities Draft rookie model for the Fish. We've got Kraken, we've got Captain Shark, and Veteran Sakana. And then on your left, from top down, for the Union, we've got Grace, we've got, not Snake Skin, the Snake Coin. We have Minx kicking off, we've got Original Rage, we've got Benediction and Captain Blackheart.
Okay, and I'll run through the cards for you quickly as well. So the Union have the following: Grudge Match, Midfield General, Wing Backs, Keep Your Chin Up, and Go for the Knees, with the Fishermen having, I think they have both sevens, Keep the Ball Moving, Fullbacks, Hunker Down, Lone Striker, and Seize the Initiative. So although Howard's got three quite low ones there, having both sevens, it's going to be massive.
I think it is, especially for a Shark team that wants goal.
Well, you would
Or
say
does
that.
he?
But both me and Dave have been privileged over the last couple of days, well, last week or so, having played Fraser McFetteridge and Daniel Howard of this new Battle Shark variant, which, looking at the team that we have on the right-hand side, I believe we're about to get a demonstration of.
Battle Shark sounds like a Saturday morning children's cartoon, Dom. Could you explain a little bit more what you mean?
Well, it's quite horrific. So essentially, it's using the proliferation of 2-inch melee zones and reposition effects that you have in Fish with things like drag on Kraken and tidal surge on Shark. It's kind of basically bringing the targets you want, push away the targets you don't want, and using all those 2-inch melee zones you have to basically crowd out. Keep hitting the target. You're going to then, hopefully, with all these crowd outs you have, wrap around to a point where, even though the damage isn't doing momentum, because of course you're Fish, you are then getting momentum for things like dodges, pushes, knockdowns, things like that. It's quite strong, and I think it's going to take people by surprise.
Okay.
So there we have.
Will it be enough to take Dave by surprise?
We'll have to see. He's got a kicker. There we have the kick-off, landing right in front of Shark and Veteran Sakana. You'd have to imagine that's Veteran Sakana walking over to that, picking that up, bag of coffering somebody, and then just hoofing the ball somewhere.
It's going to be. Now, the Fish do like that ball being live, even if they're going to do some fighting.
And a full stack there on Minx. Probably about as good a kick-off model as the Union have at the moment, just because she's, throw out a couple of marked targets, throw out a couple of axes maybe.
It's true, as long as she doesn't get dragged in.
Which could
I
be
see
the risk.
2 influence on Kraken.
That's drag money, isn't it?
That's drag money.
And we go over to the Union Fish for the first activation.
As thought, bag of coffers, Kraken for an extra influence, getting that ball and getting it away.
Who's he gonna hoof it to? Maybe just Kraken, get him up there, so you can drag Minx in then. So you can't imagine Minx is going to want to run in and try and rip that off anybody.
Not yet, but if she doesn't do something, Kraken may very well bring her in, knock her down.
Yeah,
she stands up, she attacks, he knocks her down.
And make the decision for her.
Very unhappy Minx there.
Bad news bears.
And then we already have the start of a Battle Shark. So we're... Sakana's passing to Knuckles. Solid player to have the ball on with resilience.
Oh, yeah.
So as thought, we're going to tool up Minx. I thought Minx might have actually just been retreating.
No, but loading Minx up.
Do we see Minx just... I think we see Minx just brought into this scrum now.
Yeah. There we go. Howard measuring up.
I was curious on the draft whether Decimate would have been a good call for the Union for second wind to escape a situation like this.
Yeah, and that could have been your first activation. You know, just so if she then does get dragged in, you've got a little bit of extra flexibility.
Even if you do nothing except dodge away, because Kraken can drag in Minx to the extent of 2 inches.
Because
bop her on the floor.
Exactly. I mean, the thing with this Battle Shark list is, if it catches you off guard or if it gets the advantage on you, it does feel like the absolute, the world is totally ending as far as the game goes. But it is definitely something that you can still pull points from. So I've played against it, in fact, against Harwood's Battle Shark, and I managed to get about 6 points from it just by kind of stripping a kill off here and there. And I think the key to it is just rushing it, which might be what the Union's plan here is not allowing them the time to select the model one by one. Because although the fish would be okay in a fight with the whole team against one, if a whole team is going into them, that is not something they want.
Especially if it's as scary as Blackheart and Rage and Minx.
Ugh. So that looks like a...
Quick foot from Grace.
Quick foot from Grace. The free healing light from Talisman in later turns might be handy for moving those knockdowns. Maybe that's that train of thought that Dave went with.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
Perhaps Dan is doing this to bait out, putting all the buffs on Minx, and then hopefully basically negating a Minx activation by dragging her into...
Or even just sitting there and kind of resetting for the next turn.
Perhaps.
The fish of the ball, it's kind of, it's the, the Union have to push the question here. The fish are totally fine, they can sit there for as long as they want.
So we know that Daniel has considered this drag. Is he going to go back for it?
As long as he doesn't spend too much time planning it if he's not going to go for it.
I think he's considering it again because... Oh, we're luring with sirens. We've got 3 ways of moving people around with lure, drag, and... Oh, we missed.
That was a miss. Nope. Oh, Dave.
So that was the question. So where Siren and Veteran Sakana are, they're blocking the way for Kraken to walk through and drag Minx, perhaps making it a bit safer.
Maybe Minx does go in, though.
Or at least you've got the time. She's not threatened so much.
Yeah, that could just be an axe. Benediction walking up and Stand Firm going on to Minx.
That's a very good call.
Strong, making that influence you do have for the knocking down just a little less efficient.
So Dave is aware that this is or was a threat.
Because he's played against this list before. We have Approved Studio in the chat saying, yo, everyone. That's a hearty yo back to you, Approved Studio. And Aaron Wilson saying, I think I would have gone for a Stand Firm if the first activation wasn't to axe and retreat. Not bad, it's there now. The fish have kind of given the Union the time to put all the buffs. Veritable buffet of buffs.
Ooh, with the puns started early today.
Yeah. Well, we may only have one game, so I'm going to kind of front load it all. Knuckles moving around, kicking the ball to Kraken.
Oh, kicking the ball to Kraken, perhaps for a dodge, you reckon, on this?
Possibly. That works.
Ooh.
You'd imagine he's probably going to go in that gap between Knuckles and Siren, wouldn't you?
If he's decided he's going to go for this. Yes, he's taking that dodge. He's definitely thinking about it. If he goes for this dodge, the drag is still on.
I mean, he's measuring out. Oh, he's measuring out his drag there rather than Minx's threat range, isn't he?
Minx has quick foot.
Oh, he's going inside of it anyway. Okay, yeah, so it's got to be his own threat range.
And yeah, so Minx is thinking about charging in. She's got quick foot.
You're going to have at least three crowd outs there, though.
It's fine. But a counter-attack is probably going to... Actually, a counter-attack may tackle the ball back.
I wonder where Minx tackles to.
But he's probably thinking if she's going to be brought in anyway, go in, get the ball, score.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, like
She has stand firm, so counter-attack can't knock her down.
Mm.
Them.
Dave's saying that's not going to work. I would be inclined to agree.
It would have been a bold move. It probably would have been along the lines of when we saw Blackheart charging into the Brewers yesterday. Try and get that goal and avoid a standoff. We thought it was probably the wrong choice yesterday for Charles to make.
Yeah, I mean, Minx's problem is that the tackle, it's only on the second column, so that's pretty good, but it's not momentous.
We've got momentous for kicking off.
Oh, that's true. So, you know, you've got, if you were to go for the goal, you have it, so it's not mega dreadful.
So another option here would be to charge in Minx, do some damage perhaps on Sakana, and then dodge to the bottom of our screens with Back to the Shadows and stay out of Kraken's track threat range.
And then having second wind at the end of the... Oh, no, so she hasn't got second wind. Oh, that would have been so good in this matchup.
That's what I was thinking about Decimate. Yeah.
Dave's got the strats.
So we are...
Looking to see if he, I think if he can avoid Shark.
Is this just a walk? With Quickfoot, this is just a walk. Yeah, this is just an advance. So we're finally going with Minx now that she's... And she's going to be taking 4 swings onto Veteran Sakana.
I guess my worry here is I'm not sure if the Back to the Shadows gets them far enough away from Shark just to be dragged in anyway.
No.
Two damage with a dodge base to base.
Ooh, but so we are counter-attacking from Sakana.
And that's snared going on as well.
That's the unfortunate double disengage.
Oh, no.
I think that's a push dodge on the counter-attack. Minx is, I think, 4-1. But Sakana has anatomical precision.
Yeah.
Just making the difference there.
Bonus timing an Axo on Shark just to get some snares out. And that hits.
And then we get Back to the Shadows.
Mark targeting Shark as well, because it's there. And where are we going? You imagine towards that wall,
Away
maybe?
towards that wall.
Yeah. Not going to get within cover, but miles away, but like, you know, good practice.
That's still probably within Kraken threat range, I would imagine.
Even if they're not within threat range of Kraken now, they're definitely within Shark threat range.
If you want to get as much momentum as possible, I think bringing them in with Kraken is probably a more efficient way of doing it.
You're probably right there.
So I think, yeah, we've not escaped. The aim was clearly to escape Kraken's gravity well.
Would you have gone in at all with Minx this turn? Or would you have waited for kind of the Battle Shark bunker?
It's really tough. I probably would if she had second wind on her. She had Back to the Shadows and second wind. You may have been able to do some work and then dodge, say, back behind a wall.
So people in the chat asking what's happening on table 2. I believe that is Kumbu's Brewers against Steve Easton's Masons.
And I believe that Steve's Masons are kicking the ball into that Corker death ball.
Oh, no.
And I know that Steve was unhappy about that. I know that Michael was happy about that. So we'll have to see where it goes. We will keep you updated, certainly. I don't think the game is finished now. I don't think the game will finish before this one, I wouldn't imagine.
And looks like we have Shark.
So buying a tidal surge.
Yeah.
And then doing some hits.
You're going to see a lot of that buying of offensive tidal surges in the Battle Shark variant. It's huge against like super solo captains like Hammer or Shark. Oh, they kick off, knock them back.
Either knock them back or drag them in and bop them on the floor. So we're getting some momentum. So I don't think this is the most efficient way of doing it, because then you're only left with Kraken to get momentum. But
it's enough.
I'm sure Daniel knows what he's doing.
Like compared to the amount that Union have, I think that that's it's got to be like a D10 or something in the Union goalpost. That's probably how much they have.
I think it's the coins.
It's the coins. Oh well, it is.
Oh,
on,
the Union side.
Yeah,
the Union
yeah,
side.
yeah. So it's the coins on Harwood's side to the dice on.
I think Dave just has one momentum from the momentous dodge on Minx. He bonus timed a Axo.
Of course. Moving up the snake.
And so now the big boy comes sliding in.
Using the bag of coffers to pass the knuckles, so that makes the kick a little bit more reliable as well.
Makes it a 4-dice kick.
Woo!
He's a big guy, but he's a fish.
Good guy with big feet. Use the momentum to dodge up, didn't he?
He did, so
Yep.
they can walk into Minx. So rather like yesterday, some question about Blackheart's threat range.
It is a distance.
It is a distance, certainly. And so, yeah, Kraken's just beating up on Minx a little bit.
Momentous knockdown there. The Grange result. 5 net hits. What's Kraken going to go for? Some damage.
I think stop plinking some damage out.
Just some momentous pushes or
looking
something,
at what
maybe.
cards for next turn, we're sneakily measuring who's within 8 of the edge of the pitch.
Yeah, blink and you'd miss it. But we caught it. Not getting it past us, Harwood.
While Daniel's thinking about this, I just want to have a great shout out to the shirt that Dave is wearing.
Oh, yes.
It's some sort of panda Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah,
Excellent
yeah.
choice.
There's as sharp as shirts in Gilball, this man.
I think we just had a couple of damage on Minx. Oh, no, we didn't.
So it looks like we're going for a push. Get some momentum. Guarantee those crowd outs. I think they're just checking to see if Siren can get in there as well. Range is probably there, but may not have line of sight.
Yeah, she can. She can. So, so this is a good demonstration, you think, of how you first start forming the Battle Shark.
Battle Shark Galactica, as 2 Swiss commentators called it in the chat.
Ooh,
That's
and
good
they
one.
really shouldn't.
That's a no from Dave.
So the choice here, I think, with Blackheart, do you, as you were suggesting, rush the fish? Do you get into a good place where you can do something next turn, or are you really conservative and you hold back?
I think being conservative against the fish bunker is going to do exactly what they want, because then they just isolate the kickoff model, turn the kickoff pressure against you, and just beat up on that.
I think so. And I think we saw that yesterday as well with the union into Brewers.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if I would have gone with Blackheart. Like, I understand it because he's a bit more football orientated, but I think you want to leverage your combat potential. So I think it should have been Rage, but there we go.
So I think we've got midfield general just played for turn 2 for the union. Daniel played Akkard and is going first. So it's not. Minx is still on full health, although knocked down and crowded out. Can a fish team? You gotta think a fish team probably can't do that much damage.
Ooh, Knuckles definitely could.
14.
None of the damage is momentous on Knuckles, but he's got 4. He's got kind of like a.
You just have momentous 4 on a for a
Oh,
fish.
well, it's not momentous 4, but like it's there.
Momentous 4.
Yeah.
Now, for my money, you've got to put a couple on. You've got to put 1 on Minx.
Full stack there on Blackheart.
Because I don't think the fish can kill her in 1 activation. She stands up, she hits someone for 1 damage.
And then scoots.
And then back to the shadows. There we go, yes, we're going with 1 on Minx. Because I don't think she dies in one attack. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Daniel.
I think we have Ronan going to get us the other plot cards.
Thanks, Ronan.
Turns out he wasn't. I just press ganged him. He's doing my dirty work. 4 damage coming in. It's got to be from Kraken, you'd imagine. Wrap of 4 damage.
No, this is Veteran Sakana.
Veteran Sakana, yikes. Another wrap of 4 damage. Back
there we
himself.
go. That's the
There
secret.
We go.
Yep, so Daniel did prove me wrong. She can die because of Bag of Coffers.
Yikes. So that's the fish going up 2-0 over the Union. We'll get that updated on the score sheet once we have the designated adult back in the room.
This is true. Ronan doesn't actually get the thanks that he deserves,
No,
really.
not at all.
He's our video graphics package expert,
Emotional counsel, all of
plot
it.
cards getter, score updater.
We have O-Rage going here, sticking tooled up onto Blackheart.
And is he moving backwards? He's moving backwards.
Oh,
Now we saw
no.
this exact same scenario play out yesterday, except it was Brewers instead of Fish.
Well, I mean, I guess in that type of matchup, though, I think going back a little bit is actually probably valid, because once you get there, the Brewers can do you in. I think in Fish, if you are good in combat, I think you have the skills and abilities available to you to almost leverage the fight in your favour if you just give them everything. Because what the fish try and do here is much like a fisherman, they are trying to get a single thing on that proverbial rod, wheel it in,
I
and
like
then beat
this.
up on it.
I
if
like.
you give them loads of fish...
They need a net of some kind.
Exactly.
That's not going to work at all.
And it's only going to get worse as Shark feels like he can go for a goal and then just throw out his own caught in a net on them. It's only going to be...
This is true. So that is confirmed that Dave has midfield general for the Union, and we've got keep the ball moving for the fish.
Oh, perfect. Make those passes even more reliable.
I feel you've got to be aggressive. I think you run into this. Don't let him... Yes, so we've got one takeout, taking the fish to 2 points.
2 points,
2 points for fish.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ronan. Bingo.
Discussing, looks like they're looking at Benediction's
This is
range there. May be a bad one. It's going to take them a while to get through Benediction.
which is what they need.
Siren wheeling
So
back a little
they're
bit.
backing off.
And back over to the Union.
So
Cool. Grace
so
quick footing both Benediction and Blackheart through Benediction.
speedy. So you've got to think Dave has decided, no, I'm going for this, I'm getting in there. Both Benediction and Blackheart are going to, as far as they can, crash into those fish.
A little bit weird that he kind of kept Rage back a bit. I know he's got victim stats, but like...
Well, this is true. This is what I was saying. This is when Rage tooled up Blackheart and then walked away. And we saw almost exactly the same positioning, almost exactly the same idea yesterday when Charles played that into Michael.
Like, I think you almost like, if
I'd
you
walk
have to
him
bring him
forward.
forward, yeah, use him as baits. Again, give him so many targets.
Yeah, you have to swamp them. If you hold off for fear that one particular model will get killed, then a different model will get
Exactly.
So I think we're thinking about a tidal surge.
Yeah, which given Blackheart's defensive 3, you have to imagine that would probably work.
But that then maybe leaves Shark within Benediction's threat range. And I think with all these speed buffs, even caught in the net won't slow them down that much.
Maybe that was the thought process of bringing Grayson, kind of to counteract that.
That is good, actually.
Moving Kraken up right next to Shark, so if they do want to go in, they have to hit Kraken. Tagging along the tentacles as well. Relocating the bunker from one side of the pitch to the other.
And the unfortunate thing, losing Minx, of course, costs you that activation. Ooh, it looks like that is a spot where...
Walk 9 on Blackheart, effectively. It's got to be with the Shadow-like,
so
right?
Blackheart's going Shadow-like, walk...
Walk 7 with the Shadow-like, there we go. Threat 109 without spending any. Only crowded out once. Oh, do we have a Shark kill on the board? He's still got the snares on him as well from the Minx.
He does.
Shark going for the counter.
Attack 5, but 3-1. He has countered.
2 damage, double dodge. Because tooled up.
I mean, you've...
Where's he going to double dodge to? Got to be so careful where you're going to go now. Maybe go back and just beat up on the tentacles a bit. Dodging out. There we go.
Dodging out. Hit tentacles to dodge back in.
Aha! There we go. Oh, no!
Blackheart's just finished the dodge within 6 inches of Knuckles.
Oh, dear.
So it's not the end of the world, but it's not great.
It's well, it's free movement. For
but he's countered that with a legendary
in.
of his own to dodge back in.
Okay.
So we may have flubbed that for anyone who's not familiar. Knuckles, our new Free Cities Draft rookie for the Fisherman, who I think is available in the Steamforged store.
Yes, he is indeed.
Has lightning reflexes. If a model ends a dodge within 6 inches of Knuckles, Knuckles can make an advance directly towards them. And that's what Blackheart did.
Yeah, what Blackheart's trying to do here is they're trying to dodge into such a spot with the legendary that they're engaged by as few people as possible. I don't think he can avoid tentacles, but he can easily get away from Kraken.
We're actually
Maybe
calling
able
him
to avoid
Bryce
from
now.
Knuckles. Oh, getting in Bryce.
So
the other guy.
The idea being to dodge, to engage Shark, not be engaged by Knuckles, who would crowd you out twice, and not be engaged by Kraken, because if he's engaging Kraken, he's engaged by Kraken, and therefore has to attack Kraken.
Oh, Knuckles has the Grange traits, the Grange play, double crowd out. Really? Yikes.
Yes.
Not a fan.
Close ranks, I believe it's called. So if you're taking a crowd out from Knuckles, Knuckles counts as 2 players.
Yuck.
So we're trying to see, there's no way of not being engaged by Knuckles, but we're trying to see.
Whilst we're doing the measurements, having a quick look at clock, 36 minutes of the Union, 33 on Fish. So a little bit of an advantage in the Union favour, but not by much.
Yeah. So we have found a spot, a sweet spot.
Buying another attack from Blackheart. Bonus timing it.
We're looking for probably a butchery or a knockdown.
3 damage non-momentous.
2
2 damage momentous.
I think that's Shark down to 9.
Bonus timing this one here. 2 left after this one.
So you've got no momentum? No momentum. So should that be? No, you had 2. Oh, 2. I think so 1 armor. So that's 2 damage.
2 damage.
I don't think the kill's on the table here.
Should have gone for a butchery.
Another 2 momentum.
Oh, he's never been able to get as high as the butchery. Okay, that's why. 4 damage double dodge. Killing Shark!
So Shark is out. It was on the table, I think, with a spike on the last roll there.
Hey, it works. And now, not only is that an activation, but there's also a full stack of 6 on Shark just gone.
Stack. There's now 2 momentum. Bold move. Bold move.
But it played off. It's
not holding off, not being conservative. You run into that bunker.
What you need to do against Battle Shark. Ronan, that is 2 points to the Union, so now 2-2. Wolfgang in the chat saying Bryce should wear gloves like a snooker ref.
Yes.
So it looks like we have Kraken peeling around Blackheart now, gets some attacks in, but we do have Benediction poised and ready to kind of jump in and lend a hand.
Literally poised. We have Benediction, who is literally poised.
So I also threw in lend a hand there. That was totally by accident, which of course Benediction doesn't have, but it's another Guild Ball rule.
His threat range is currently 11, is that right? Yeah.
Threat range of 11 on Benediction if he charges. Can Kraken get there without needing to sprint? It's just going to
The more I think about it, the more I think our new friend Grace, with Talisman for a free character play per turn, and Quickfoot is fantastic into these kind of matchups.
Yeah, might be a good way of breaking those.
You break a logjam, you break a standoff by just giving Benediction an 11-inch threat range.
And like, yeah, I think the key, not that Harwood saw it, but I think the key that Harwood maybe should have done early game was maybe spent a momentum to clear that snared off a Shark. I think that's what allowed that to kind of kill to happen.
Maybe.
Got some attacks going into Blackheart. One result.
That's 2 armor on Blackheart, saving him from taking too much.
Work. So still getting dragged in, but being pushed away.
Meant to push out.
As you can see there, like unlike say a list like Corker, where he'd probably be dragged in, this fish list is like, no, I want you to engage on my terms, even down to where they get pushed. Whereas, you know, if that was a brewer list, that probably would have been wheeled in. So it's interesting to see the little differences. Look to see if we can get
not forgetting that another rule that Knuckles has, resilience. So if you were to charge, there we
Charging tentacles.
So charging tentacles with Benediction, because a charge on Knuckles will be useless.
It gets you up the field. So 2 Swiss commentators, are you saying we should be braced for Benediction's playmaking charge?
No.
Very good.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I liked it.
So we're going to build up some momentum.
Knockdown on tentacles.
Bless, little knockdown squid.
Turn him into sushi. So this is the last of the Union influence on the board.
That's all the influence on the board, I think.
Yeah. Momentous double push. Where are you going? To the very edge of his 2-inch melee zone.
I like it.
And I think that puts Union up to 4 momentum and the fish on 2. Interesting position now.
Well, I've got to think that Daniel did not see that coming or did not appreciate it was going to be that. It was going to hurt that much.
I mean, it was all down to that spike, I think, but hey, we take those.
Yeah, and the snared on shark.
Wolfgang in the chat, does Dave always play Benny? Does he have some type of Ben addiction? Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Dave isn't even making words now. He's just kind of staring at me like he's so disappointed. I'd let you down, Dave. But what do we have? So it looks
go
like
for the knees from Dave.
Going on to benediction.
And he's also choosing to go first. Not quite sure what the second card is.
I'd have to imagine it was hunker down. I have a feeling I would have gone with hunker down in this position.
That's very true.
Particularly if Knuckles there, who's attack 6, resilience.
Now he is resilient, but Blackheart can Shadow like in, attack.
Pop the resilience.
Whatever. What's he going to do? Knock me down? You've still got your movement.
Maybe a goal's on the table.
I would potentially.
The thing with the dodges you have to be careful with, those lightning reflexes from Knuckles.
It was a good use of it last time from Daniel. So Mink's coming back on over the fast ground.
Yeah, I guess my concern now is for the Union, is the majority of the team is still hiding in that top left-hand corner.
Which is why last turn I would have been, maybe Grace couldn't get that much far forward, but with Rage, I would have Rage within the circle.
Exactly. I mean, you've got that little bit of cover right where a coin is. Any you're worried about, you can just bung behind that.
I think so.
And it's good protection to things like drags and what have you.
All Rage gets is 1 influence this turn to go and tool someone up, if he's even in range of that. Or give him nothing and he charges someone.
Yeah.
He's furious, who charges for free just for the extra range.
Exactly. Hidden tech.
Oh, secret tech. Nothing to Grace, 1 to Rage. Grace, quick times, quick foots, Rage, so he's now definitely in range to tool up.
But Grace definitely doesn't have any influence. What could she possibly do? Yeah, hunker down for the fish. I thought
we were quite right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ronan.
So we
got hunker down for +2 dice on counterattacks for Dan's models.
Who's going here?
Oh. So Benediction hitting the knockdown tentacles.
Keeping him inside the melee range, just getting some momentum off of him. Now he's attacking Knuckles.
Oh, we were engaging Knuckles, were we? I didn't think that
he may have dropped a die. I mean, he charged, so he had loads of dice when he needed them anyway.
Maybe.
Resilience popped. You have to imagine it. Oh, counter coming in from Knuckles.
Well, it's going to be a knockdown.
Yeah.
Momentous
double push.
Oh, because
the
Benediction
melee range.
hasn't
probably
advanced.
Into Blackhearts by the looks of it.
Nice.
Breaking the scrum apart. So as you can see here, although the fish scrum is very good at pulling you in, once you actually get into it, it is quite easy to mitigate, or it can be if you know what you're doing.
I think so. If you're not isolated from your team.
Walk up to engage Knuckles and Kraken. Sorry.
Tentacles.
A squid. It's a mini Kraken, isn't it?
This is true.
Last attack coming in. Shout out to Double Dodge in the chat. I wish Jason Mountain was here to see this hot Blackheart action. And Beard Minis has turned up. Hello, Rich.
He'd be very happy. So we got a momentous double push, just wanting momentum rather than threatening anything else. Leaving him with the ball, which fair enough. No, we're not leaving him with the ball.
Oh, you know why, don't you?
Why?
He gets a free kick now, doesn't he?
He's not done it though.
Oh!
But all he's left is for Knuckles to attack Benediction, getting +2 tack for attacking the ball holder.
Yes, I guess Blackheart does have on my marks. If the ball is still there somehow, he could rip it off, but it's unlikely.
No, he's going to suffer a heavy tackle.
Two momentous heavy tackles.
That's a no. There's a new character play from Knuckles, which is a knockdown, and he loses the ball.
Knuckles now attacking Blackheart. Although I guess the benefit of taking the tackle was it did force did force Knuckles to spend time getting the ball back rather than pushing things around and going with the scrum. That's Blackheart now knocked down with a heavy tackle as well.
You were quite right, though. What he could have done, momentous tackle and then free kick.
Could he even have thrown it back towards his team?
Yep. Oh, yeah, that would have been the idea. So we're trying to reform the Battle Shark bunker now by bringing in Blackheart. All these double pushes, you got to think if Blackheart isn't careful, is he at risk of getting off the pitch?
On the Jason Mountain situation, Aaron Wilson has confirmed he's currently communicating with Mountain on Facebook. He is very happy that Blackheart killed Shark.
The Jason Mountain situation does sound like the new Friday night Channel 4 talk show.
The Jason Mountain situation. Oh, and his Knuckles going up to...
You've got to think of Blackheart's next
in.
activation.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's just going to be in so much trouble.
I mean, he has to attack Kraken, but the problem he has, even if he takes the Shadow Like, that's Knuckles right back on him again. And if he gets the ball, that's attack 8 Knuckles right on him again.
That's true. Oh, he's dropped the ball onto Kraken.
Oh, what are we going to have here? If anyone can weave their way through here, it's probably Blackheart. If Dave wants to take some time figuring it out, he has got plenty. Their clocks are only within a minute of each other.
About half an hour. Generally, you don't want to dive further into that horrible back cave. So perhaps looking at beating up on Knuckles and then running away.
Or maybe trying to go for a goal. To go up 6 points. Or do you think that's not the right idea?
It's a bit tricky, is all.
Yeah, lots of melee zones. It has to be Blackheart, but what exactly is he going to do with Blackheart?
It's going to have to be
Blackheart.
Blackheart. So he's going to take a Shadow Like.
Back towards Knuckles. Using momentum to stand up.
Daniel, they're suggesting, do you want to sacrifice your movement to stand up? The answer to that is very much no, because you do not want to end there.
Good trick question from Harwood, though, right?
It was. Bit of a leading question, perhaps.
Looks like we're going for a point of damage and a double dodge, you'd have to imagine. Yeah, it's a double dodge, 1 damage on
Now
Knuckles.
resilience is popped.
Once you get through the resilience, Knuckles does have victim stats, so... Counter coming in from Knuckles.
Threes and 2.
3 results.
There's a heavy tackle again. So knock him down.
Tackle.
So now he has to sacrifice his movement.
Clearing that with movement. Standing at benediction with momentum as well.
So the good thing about Blackheart is that even though he sacrifices movement, he has lots of dodges.
Movement for days. Knockdown onto Knuckles. Oh, here we go. This could start getting painful. He's got about 3 attacks left.
Three damage double dodge.
3 damage double dodge. Putting Knuckles on what?
I've got him down as 15 unless I've missed a swing.
Oh, still a mountain to climb.
The Jason mountain to climb. Keep on swinging.
1 damage double dodge.
You're not
Just
going to kill
looking
him, but you
heal away.
are going to dodge. And I would use Knuckles' body, given that he's already activated, as basically a body shield to stop drags.
Not a bad idea. 1 damage double dodge. The clock is ticking. 1 damage at a time. Oh, dodging to within an inch of the cover. Nice. Three damage double dodge.
So he's about half Knuckles' health.
Not too horrible.
So although we did say you do want to engage with this shark cage. A shark cage, perhaps. Oh, that's nice. But you don't just want to go too headlong into it because they'll switch from doing any damage to just momentously pushing you off the board.
Yeah, exactly. You could say the list makes me shark weak at the knees.
Wow, that's got 3 steps to it.
It's layered, like an onion. Poise counter coming in from Benny. Kraken going in. Knocking
Knock down
Benediction
Benediction.
down.
He's not standing up again this turn.
I get knocked down. I'm staying knocked down.
Ooh.
By an attack on Blackheart, I have to imagine that's another knockdown coming in. Momentous knockdown, there we go.
There is a fighty fish team.
You have to wonder now if the momentum race just starts swinging in their favour.
I think it will. I think you got to say the fish win momentum
Minx
this
too
turn.
far away.
Too far away to charge in. Do we? Unless we quick foot her, or does she throw an axe at someone's head?
Get some more wounds on tentacles or something maybe, or just get snared onto a target for next turn.
Be good.
But again, like we saw at the start of the game, we know that Harwood has both of the 7s. So if he just wants to take a turn,
So even if he thinks he's in danger.
Yeah.
So a bag of coffers onto Minx from the snake.
Beard Mini's asking if that's Fraser's fighting shark scrum list. It is indeed Battle Shark Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica, the shark cage, Japanese fighting sharks. I don't know.
If nothing else, it has a good team name.
It's some of the options.
In comes Sakana. Who's he going to go for? He's got 2 good targets.
So we're shifting this fighting scrum down away from Grace and Rage. And
Hitting
Minx.
Benediction. Momentous raised the back flag, just for momentum at this point.
A momentous result. Make shark quite quicker, but
Gotta go fast.
this is a shark team with the ball on shark, where I'm confident to say shark is not going to score a goal.
Imagine saying that before this list was discovered. Imagine that.
It's
Like,
crazy.
yeah.
Well, not score a goal this turn.
Bag coughing himself for another swing. Looks like 4 momentum so far on the Harwood side. A momentous result. Looks like a push probably.
A momentous thing.
Oh, push dodge. Okay. Ah, there we go. Just open up a little bit of space so we can get another fisherman in. Look, even measuring it out already.
You've got to imagine that sharks there's not room for tentacles.
Tentacles has 1 on him. He could probably spend 1 to clear the knockdown, then just sprint around the edge.
I'm sorry, with a 40mm base, there may be range. There may be.
Shaking the camera. Interesting play.
There we go. As thought, if you just want to get someone up the... Yep, so he's just declaring a charge with Rage just for the distance, measuring that he will end within 4 of Blackheart for next turn to tool him up. And I'm happy now that we've got Rage closer to the fight as well. If Rage gets a charge next turn, that'll be the first time we've seen a Rage charge for how many tournaments?
It's been so many years, since before you were born. Oh, Rage. Obi Rage Kenobi. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Because it's silly.
Yeah. Tentacles going to Rap Town. We're going to have ourselves an Octopus Rap. Momentous push.
Yeah, we are. We're building up the momentum lead there.
So Calamarity. Get it, Clements. Nah, that one doesn't work. I'm forcing that one too much.
He admits it. He finally admits it that one didn't work.
Just dragging the puns.
A Welshman dragging the puns out.
Well, I actually meant drag as in like crack and drag, but that also
Oh,
works.
okay, there we
That also
go.
Works. Shout out to Team Wales.
Just going to check
Not
on
that
all
I'm
the
biased.
tables for you,
That's an idea.
just on the off chance that any of the games are finished. So, again, Grace decided that holding off is an average thing to do and is holding off. Excellent. So, using Talisman for a free character play, arcing it, to use another game's reference, through Rage to heal Blackheart. Is it just one model?
No, it's an AoE, isn't it? Or it used to be an AoE.
So maybe hopefully he's healed Benediction as well.
You would hope so. I don't think we have any other games that have finished yet.
Fair enough. I'm surprised we're not too far into the round.
Siren going into Benediction with a whole bunch of crowds. 3 more friends. Momentous dodge, just farming the momentum. Spending 2 to stand up Knuckles.
even with all these fish around, with Blackheart's mobility, I've got to kind of fancy him in this scrum. He's going to kill someone if he wants to.
Maybe that's the benefit to using Blackheart in this matchup over Rage. I said Rage kind of this set of it, but Blackheart gives you that maneuverability.
I think so. Rage, I think, gets controlled far too well. He does have quick time, which only costs 1 now. But I would worry about him being... if he uses quick time to dodge, say, away from Knuckles, Knuckles just walks forward.
And I guess all the crowd outs as well would kind of nullify the Red Furies to some degree.
So Minx is seeing where she can run in and throw an axe at someone, I imagine. And then we are really forming this scrum. In which case, I wouldn't be surprised if Daniel decides to forget it for a game of soldiers and remember that he's fish and he can score a goal. Make it a long, drawn-out scrum.
They're keeping the clock fairly even. Look at that. That's probably the most even we've seen a clock all weekend. To be expected, though, both very accomplished players.
So a sprint from Minx and a bonus-timed axe throw at Knuckles.
Perfect. Setting him up for next turn. Down to 2-1 before being knocked down. Yikes. Standing up Blackheart. So you have to imagine it's the fish going again, given they still have some influence on the board, have a larger momentum stack, and do have the...
They will.
Yeah. Those
So
really
how
strong
aggressive
cards
is Daniel going to be? If he runs around the side here to hit Blackheart, is he lining up for a goal first activation next turn and say,
Could be.
Play some football if you want, I'm fish, I will play football better than you.
Yep, I've got points here I can take if I want to take them. Your football is not as good as my football. Looks like a sprint from Shark.
So he's keeping he's keeping those options there, I think.
6 dice space, 3 friends, any counters.
Could Shark even knock him down? Shark could theoretically knock him down.
Fail and 2, that's the 6.
6 results.
Or momentous tidal surge, something like that. No, knockdown. Yeah.
By another attack. Oh, so he didn't. He may not have sprinted.
No, he did sprint.
He did.
Did he have 3 influence on him?
Either 3. I think he may have had a card that meant he went quicker, and I don't know. That was like 10 minutes ago. I've slept since then.
This is true. And now momentous tidal surge.
Aaron Wilson in the chat saying, I like Dave's position now, though. His players can be aggressive next turn. The
Yep.
fish can't handle all the players at once. I would be inclined to agree.
We might even... Oh! He was thinking of dodging... Yes. He was thinking of dodging below that wall. I would have dodged exactly there. And I think go first, Shark, goal first thing next
Pop
turn.
in a goal, why not?
Perhaps. But yes, I think I'm very excited. We might be seeing a O-Rage charge, which it's been a while.
I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
And yes, I completely agree with the chat there that what Dave has done is just being aggressive. Got to be aggressive. Swamp them with bodies. Certainly can't kill or negate everyone.
Oh, black flag. That's what meant he could walk in and get to his axe.
It was a walk. There we go.
I'm glad that someone's paying attention. But then on the flip side, someone in the chat has just pointed out maybe this is a good legendary turn for Shark because he's got a lot of those Union players right there within 6. Slam the legendary down just to really hamper everyone's movement.
Could do. Blackheart's already where he wants to be. Benediction's already where he wants to be. Rage doesn't care. And
yeah, I mean, even if Rage just goes into
Minx,
tentacles, it's still something.
Perhaps Minx. But again, I like the use of Grace here for healing for any damage that the fishermen do happen to do, and speed buffs to counter the legendary to some extent.
There we go. Looks like we have some big stacks on Veteran Sakana, onto Knuckles, and onto Shark. Shark's only got 4.
Probably all he needs.
Yeah.
Looks like he's within 12 of that goal.
How's Blackheart's health looking? Oh, Blackheart's
16. Yeah,
Benediction?
they were just discussing that. Full 16. I've got him on 18, and he will just have healed. Don't forget healing light, so maybe he's gone back up to 19.
Yeah, rapid growth. I wonder if Dave's remembered that. Could be the key.
Yeah, looks like Benediction.
Actually, rapid growth's actually all right in this matchup as well.
It really is. It really is. It means Benediction is just not a target to kill.
Stack on Benny.
Or anyone within range of
Only
Benediction.
2 on Blackheart.
Well, last time that he had a model crowded out, they died at the top of the turn, so maybe he's worried that's going to happen.
He's kind of conditioned him for that allocation, but then on the flip side, it could allow him just to ignore Benediction. Sorry, ignore Black Art.
3 damage.
We're hitting
3 damage onto Black Art.
Blackheart. If he dies, he dies. Dan's sounding a bit dejected on the microphone here.
Oh, hun. Oh, big words there. Dave saying, oh, 13 health, I don't think you can kill him there.
Momentous raised the black flag.
Who on 2, though?
Oh, he's hoping he's in. I don't think he's in the range of rage.
Out of rage of range.
So on Blackheart himself, Blackheart's kind of where he wants to be.
He's not too bothered by that.
And has dodges.
Yeah.
So we're speeding up Shark again.
Yeah, definitely setting up for a goal here by the looks of it. Three damage, 1-inch push.
Not forgetting, if Blackheart does try to Shadow-like out of there, Knuckles is just going to walk back and engage him and double crowd him out. Because these are fair and balanced rules. Oh, though depending on where Dan puts our model, Dave could use that. No, not really. And we're hitting him again. And his defense. 2, yeah. Just deciding what results he wants to take here. Sakana's got so many options.
So a momentous push of some nature. Get him into tentacles melee range. There we go. Momentous dodge.
You got to feel Blackheart might be able to be very sneaky and use Shadow-like to dodge in such a way that Knuckles can't quite get to him. Just wondering if he dodges, he dodges around the other side of Benediction, then Knuckles might hit Benediction as he walks in.
It has to be directly towards, yeah.
But maybe that's not forefront of Dave's mind. Blackheart's on 10 health by my reckoning.
A little bit of a gap opening up on the clock now.
If he's thinking about dodging out, he might have forgotten about.
He's thinking about it. Widget rocking back and forth.
Blackheart needs to get out of there, or Blackheart dies.
See, if that snared on Knuckles, I still think I would have put a full stack on Blackheart. Nah, Blackheart's going. Shadow-like
Knuckles is still on 7, so he's going to
Knuckles
Shadow-like.
going to come and get
Knuckles is going to walk in. He hasn't forgotten about it, so yeah, he's asked, would you like to trigger lightning reflexes?
Maybe this is plan all along, to draw Knuckles in.
No, he's not done it.
He's not doing it. Standing
Sacrifice movement, stand up, hitting Sakana.
I think the good thing about the Sakana movement here, it has locked O-Rage down from a charge.
Unless someone could do something about that. Perhaps Benediction with their knockdown or something. And now he's triggering lightning reflexes.
Movement's been sacrificed.
Presumably to allow Blackheart to heal. Who are we going to hit?
Attack going into Knuckles to pop the resilience.
Oh, but he's got a counter-attack and he'll knock Blackheart down. Meaning Blackheart has to spend momentum to stand up.
Resilience popped. Heavy tackle.
Momentous heavy tackle. So he's leaving him knocked down but healed. Putting Blackheart on 14 health.
Yeah, I mean, given the allocation on the fish side, it's either going to be a goal or more damage on Blackheart, so you're not going to get both.
So Knuckles is hitting Blackheart. Can he kill him? Not sure.
I don't think so. Not with...
Well,
Ooh.
4 damage.
What are we on?
10.
Ooh.
We've said this before. 4
4
damage.
Yeah, it's probably on the board, isn't it?
He's knocked down, so he's 2 and 2.
Commentator's curse. 2 damage. 4 left. It's going to be close. He's going to bonus time it. Surely you bonus time it just to be safe. Bonus time it. Yeah, that's probably right. Oh.
How many dice is Dan rolling? 9.
I think there's a crowd out in there.
There's tax 6 from Knuckles, 1 crowd out from Sakana for 7, and a crowd out for 8.
Yep.
I think he's been counting Tentacles crowd out this whole time, when Dave did state that he was dodging out of Knuckles. In fact, it was the dodge out of Tentacles, in fact.
I'm not sure if he was able to get away. That's Blackheart removed. That puts the fish up to 6, I believe. 4. Cool. So 4-2 to the fish.
But at least Blackheart activated. I think that was the important thing for Dave.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not lost an activation there.
But what do you do as Union now?
Kill Knuckles?
How
heal
healthy
Knuckles?
is he looking?
The clock's still on Dan, so I think he's deciding whether he wants to heal.
Oh,
or
only
do you
7 health left on Knuckles.
Yeah, there from last turn.
He's
Or
only got the 1 momentum, though.
problem with Dan, Dan's being on 4 with a goal in easy
He
range.
doesn't do it.
So he's not healing him, probably to bait in the kill on Knuckles, when actually he doesn't care, because then he gets to 8, because he scores.
And then if you want to score back, great, because then he just scores back on you again.
So I think he's counting the, if Benediction were to hit somebody, well, he'd have to hit Kraken, and he'd be crowded out 3 times. 4 times.
Yikes. Not a good day. He's in for a bad time, I'll Benediction.
Spending momentum, stand up. Yes, he's rethinking this. I think that's probably a good idea, although it's not going to get better later in the turn. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Benediction is crowded out so much.
I mean, Kraken's the problem. If Kraken wasn't there...
This is true. The combination of Kraken and Knuckles is back-breaking.
Definitely.
You have to attack Kraken if you can, and if Knuckles is crowding you out, you're crowded out twice.
If you think about it, it's very similar to the Masons list we saw Eastern run yesterday in a way. You've got those 2 big 40mm base models, Kraken and, Brick and Granite in the Masons case.
Yeah.
Similar rules.
Gravity
You have
well,
to attack these.
close ranks. And Dan almost doesn't care if that just grinds on for a little bit. Dan's actually winning the takeout race, but didn't overly care about that because he's now got another goal on the pitch. And if he can win the momentum race, you now have Shark stood in the middle of the pitch after scoring a goal. Where are you going to go?
As they say, why not get a team that can do both?
It's true.
Rage is going.
So Rage is activating, tooling up Minx.
For free with Heroic.
Using his Heroic for it.
Buying an attack onto Veteran
So we
Sakana.
don't have a Rage charge. We
He's
don't
engaged.
have
Yeah, it
a
wasn't going to happen.
furious Rage charge. I was looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it.
Counter from Sakana. 1 damage and bleeds. He gets the momentum back.
Are we going to have a push dodge?
Yeah.
Even just a dodge.
There's 4-0 victim stats coming in.
Even if he was 4-1, it'd be 4-0
Yeah.
against Sakana, I guess. So we're dodging out.
Free come and mate on to Benediction. Must have played Keep Your Chin Up.
Keep your chin up. So there's now a range for Minx to charge Shark. So I think Shark has to activate now, which I don't think Dan minds. I don't think Dan minds.
Where are the Union going to hide the ball to? In all realistic.
True. Now, I still agree this still might be a legendary turn.
Just to make them extra miserable. But does he even need to go for the goal now?
It'd be fun.
There's a finite amount of fun in the world, Dave. And it's all about reallocating it to yourself.
Just another check on any other games that have been going on.
Ooh, what do we
have? We've got a couple of games that have finished already. Charles Nurser, who we saw on stream yesterday, winning 12-2 over Farmers, and Joshua Nimchik with his fish playing Yukai, winning 12-4 over Steamforged Games' very own Steve Margetson. The brother of Dave Margetson that we're watching right now.
And 3 more results already come in as well. We have Michael Jonah Rees playing my own Farmers team because his arm painted, beating James Coleman 12-0.
Using my own engineer's team.
I must have listened to my advice. And then Adam James's Hunters, Steeljaw winning 12-8 over Jack Mulrose's Midas Alchemist that we saw yesterday. And then Ross Baker, who we also saw on stream. All the stream people finishing really early, winning 12-1 Falconers over Hunters.
So Sharka's walked round, he's hit Rage a couple of times, he's staggered him, he's push dodged him. He's, I assume, running with eight of the goals. We're just getting us some momentum here. We've zoomed out for you so we can see the distance. Tell us in the chat, do you think it would be a good idea to go for a goal right now? Personally, I think, yeah, go 8-2. Yeah. Give them the ball back, but you're Shark.
What is he going to do with the ball, you know? Like,
you've also got a sneaky, like, pocket seduced there in Siren, who's just sitting there doing nothing. So Shark hitting Rage again. Going for a knockdown, perhaps, with a stagger. Or Title Surge himself. Oh, 6 is it for a title surge?
Was that Shark fishing for a title surge?
He was. He wants a title surge minx away. So we are. We'll go. Going for a go. Are we going for a goal? Dave did not need that, as he just said. So 8-2 to the fish.
And this is an awful place the Union to be in.
I think they just don't care where that ball goes. Shark is there to scoop it up.
You score a goal with it, we'll score back. You put it somewhere risky, we'll just take it off you. I guess
the Union are looking good in the momentum race, and they could score a goal this turn.
Yeah. It's then just a matter of how do they prevent the fish from doing anything back.
They could kill Knuckles. I still don't think he's healed Knuckles. So you passed the benediction and dodge him out.
And
no,
the lightning
you absolutely don't do that. He's crowded out 4 times. You'd need a 6.
But it is literally a thing you could do.
It is. Yeah. It is a thing you could do. And don't forget, there's going to be a free pass somewhere this turn.
Grace moving up, snapping the ball. Kicking to coin. Snake, goal. Snake, goal. And it works. Taking the dodge. Sending the snake.
Oh. Is he going to try and just kill the ball on the snake? Because Siren's seduced could come back and bite him there. Daniel Harwood, WTC team member and current British national champion, is asking whether parting blows suffer crowd outs.
Oh, Tentacles moving to engage Minx.
Oh, sneaky. So again, just denying all these Furious charges, it's a good idea.
Oh, she's not Furious anymore.
Well, then it's really denied, because there's definitely nothing.
Although Tentacles doesn't have a knockdown, so it's not too bad.
And that's exactly the question that just asking. So we are now back to benediction. Giving the international hand symbols. Thank you. So we're back to a closer zoomed in of what benediction's going to be doing. So he's going to take a parting blow from Tentacles and from Siren.
But I guess benediction could also put stand firm on himself to negate the inevitable knockdown coming from Kraken.
He could do, because if he ends his movement engaging Kraken, he's going to get Gravity Well back in. Kraken's still got that, right? I'm not imagining.
Yeah, Gravity Well's still there.
So yeah, Benediction is just walking out of that horrible nastiness he found himself in, which is fair.
I mean, I would do the same.
And yes, you very, very good idea. He can put stand firm on himself.
You can tell I play Thresher, can't you? Why worry about knockdowns if you can just ignore them? Like, three parting blows. Tentacles, 1 damage. Siren, 1 damage. Sakana.
This might hurt from Sakana.
Oh, I think he's actually just moved outside of Sakana. Oh, no, it is Sakana.
3 damage.
3 damage.
I think.
Gravity Welling. Okay, so it looks like he's probably going to knock down Kraken and then just go to town on, yeah, then go town on Knuckles.
No, if you're engaging Kraken, you have to hit Kraken.
Oh.
That's why he didn't want to be base to base, because he wanted to double push him away.
Fair enough.
But he's meant to double push, so it'll be two attacks to push Kraken out.
So probably not killing Knuckles then?
Oh, there's a counter coming from Kraken.
Oh, no.
Why didn't he knock him down?
3 hits.
Double push him
Double
away from
push.
Knuckles. He's going to push him. Oh,
dear.
Oh, no. Where was he pushing him? Yeah. Back to exactly where he was. Personally, I would think I would have knocked down Kraken. Assuming that... Oh, actually, the knockdown's only on 4. Benediction.
Yeah, he's a pushy boy, not a knockdowny boy.
So I think you're quite right. Maybe you put stand firm on yourself, sprint, and leave and take a point blow from Kraken and ignore the knockdown.
Exactly. The millstone result, if you will. Bonus timing up to 2 dice.
But that's enough to push Kraken out.
But
And now
is
we
it,
still get 2 attacks on Knuckles if he wants.
but is it going to be enough to make enough of a dent into Knuckles?
Well, he's still Knuckles is activated and he's still got Minx.
Yeah, that's true. Countering from Knuckles.
So attack 6, crowded out 3 times.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, no. It's 9 dice coming in with crowd outs. 5 net hits.
We just got some profanity filter activated.
Think of the children!
Profanity filter activated by Dave Markinson. To be honest, understandable.
Entirely justified.
Benediction's getting battered around like a children's toy, like a pinata made of pain. He's getting just pushed everywhere, pushed away.
This fish list is inevitable.
All those 2-inch crowd outs. That was a good 8-inch span of players who were crowding out the same player. Having
Only
to
a
hit
single
Kraken
push.
again, pushing him. You cannot escape Kraken. Dave, understandably a little dejected that there's just so much no in this list.
Benediction healing up.
No, that's fine. I mean, Benediction's not really at risk of getting killed.
Yeah, like
Getting pushed off the pitch, though.
even a fighting team would have to put a lot of resources into making that
Killing
happen.
Benediction. I think in this matchup, Benediction, very good shout.
Yeah, good call.
Very good shout. Healing light. No, it's not called healing light. Rapid growth. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's the Harrow rule.
It's Benediction rule now.
Siren's moving around for a bit of positioning.
So we've got Minx. I don't think Minx kills Knuckles. I think it's just too tricky to get there.
Tricky, tricky. Might be going for it anyway.
Or at least just to try and put some pain and
Yeah.
kill him top of next turn. But I'm scared of the ball being there. I don't think it's as safe as Dave thinks it is.
It's never safe from Shark, is it?
It's never safe.
You then have to think of there's then timing to consider. If he kills Knuckles now, and the ball's up there, well, Knuckles just strolls back on and clocks you attack 8.
Yeah. Maybe he's got a little bit tunnel vision, do we think? That can be a thing in Guild Ball. If you've got a player that's almost dead, you can get tunnel vision to trying to kill them. and maybe your opponent gets tunnel visioned into trying to keep them alive.
Particularly in a list like this, though, where like the shark list, you know, it does put pressure on you. There is a
Certainly.
lot of pressure here.
Certainly. So I think he's going to try and kill Knuckles. Not sure if that's the right call. So,
Let's have a look at what a damage track is like. Is that...
1, 2, 3. On 1, 2, 3 hits, coming with dodges and snares. Taking apart Bluff and Tentacles, so we're walking around.
I think the snare is probably going to swing it. Of course, lightning reflex is already used, so the dodges have a bit more freedom. Counter from Knuckles, spending that last momentum.
5 dice, 2s and 1.
I'll submit. 3 momentous damage with a dodge.
Double push.
Double push.
Profanity filter again.
The curse of the 1-inch melee zones.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about mixing this matchup. Benediction I like, Grace I like, Rage I like, Blackheart I like.
Maybe just go super hardy and go with like Benediction, Blackheart.
Throwing an axe,
Oh,
4
there we go.
damage.
1 left
Oh.
on Knuckles.
What? He's dead, isn't he?
We may have missed.
We may have missed
yeah,
it.
we may have.
I thought a tooled up axe throw.
maybe
doing 4 damage.
Maybe he forgot the tooled up.
No, he said 4.
Oh, okay. But he did leave the token over there. Maybe.
So we got Knuckles on 1.
Maybe Dave's undoing then if he forgot something.
Well, no, Dave said the right amount of damage.
Oh. It was probably us then. Sounds about right. Snake giving himself 1 and using it to sprint.
Still not safe.
I wonder what the momentum is like for Dave there, because although he may have a decent stack, the fish do have both of the 7s, so Knuckles may still be safe
2
in the long
to
run.
none.
You got to think that Harwood just throws down the 7 now.
Which one?
I probably would seize, I think.
Seize.
Yeah, there's no one really good for the Union to kind of put their 4-inch dodge on, whereas the fish could move Shark close to the ball, move Knuckles away. They have a whole variety of options.
Move Siren closer to the ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think if Siren can seduce the ball off the snake and pass it to Shark, it's probably the end of the game.
Maybe the Union plays just to use the seize to
Dodge the Shark, dodge the snake
move
away.
the snake away. What cards are they going to go for?
He is playing Seize.
Seize, as we
he is
thought.
playing as Seize.
Howard going first with the yes,
Daniel's
please.
going first.
What a gent.
Ooh. Ah, he's looking at Siren. I think he's looking at Siren dodging towards the snake.
So the Knuckles kill might still be on the board if he does that, but...
So as we thought, either dodge Siren or Shark towards the ball. No, away from the ball. And in terms of clock, yes, we've got about 12 minutes for the Union, about 13 minutes.
It's fairly close.
For Eat Fish.
Oh, 3 points of bleed being done to Vetsakana. So that might be another way that the Union
true.
can pluck a kill out.
Puts him on 10 by my
As
estimation.
we thought, the snake dodging even further away from the fight.
So I think he's...
That's still in sirenable range, has to be.
It is. Unfortunately, Siren's engaged by Benediction because she chose to engage him.
13 health on Minx by the looks of it. But the thing of where that ball is, given what Seducer's like, you can pull that off at any point. You're not in a rush to grab that.
You're not. You just want it at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
No Union particularly in a bad shape except Blackheart. He'll be coming back on. So
Cool, and wing backs for the Union.
presumably useful on Blackheart coming back in.
No.
So overall, what do you do this turn? Yes, we're loading up Siren. We're thinking about Seduced. To get
And
that
loaded
ball.
up Shark as well. 1 on Knuckles just to force an early kill.
Well, yeah, Knuckles is down to 1, but still with... No, did he heal? That looks like he must have healed on his card. So 5 and resilience I don't think there's anyone there that easily kills him.
True, yeah.
Rage can't charge. Minx will get double pushed away.
So many of your melee models have 1-inch melee. You know, Rage is
Yeah.
1-inch melee. Minx is 1-inch melee. Really rough. Blackhawk coming back on. Sliding back onto the pitch with the fast ground.
Yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, the more with so much 2-inch melee and good pushes, Minx.
How do you make a fight stick? 4 on Benny, a decent stack on Minx, 3 on Blackheart by the looks of it. Knuckles attacking Minx by the looks of it.
Knuckles hitting Minx. I think Minx is in a bad spot because she's engaged by Kraken.
Good plan, get some momentum, heal up.
Run away.
Yeah.
Or run into another 2-inch melee engaging the Furious model.
Oh no.
Oh, it's not awesome.
Mentis heavy tackle.
This new character play seems pretty good.
Yeah, seems pretty legit. And speaking of Knuckles, as we've seen kind of a masterclass of Knuckles today, if you want to get your own Knuckles or any of the other
Where can I get
new
that,
Free
Dom?
City
I do.
Staff
I want my own
rookies-
Knuckles. Where can I get
Yep,
it?
yep, not Nomads.
I'd like a Nomad. I think.
That's available from the Steamforged.com web store. Look under the Where Can You Buy section at the top of our webpage, and the last 4 rookies are available for pre-order, and they'll be winging their way out to people at the end of August.
Woo!
In fact, we had Flea revealed last night, didn't we?
We did.
He's a spicy boy.
He, as thought, is a buff for Quaff and Scum. in the
Yeah,
Bros.
yeah. So Knuckles did some Knuckles things, knocked down Rage by the looks of it.
And, yeah, it looks like he's healed.
Benediction going into Kraken. Same old, same old. Double push Kraken away.
We've escaped! We've escaped!
Unrelease the Kraken.
Is he still going for Knuckles? He's still... I think he may have become a little bit myopic, but I'm not sure what his other option was.
Take
Yeah.
a parting blow from Siren. Nothing.
Oh. Engaging Knuckles. Okay.
Counter from Knuckles. Resilience popped on Knuckles.
And counter coming in. He's base to base with Sakana, so even a double push.
Double push
Double
away.
push, but that's why he chose to be base to base with Sakana, so he can still hit Sakana. About 10 minutes left on both clocks. It might
Very close.
become an issue.
Double push Sakana. Where are you going?
Away.
Right back towards Benediction. One last attack here. And that's another 1-inch push. 4 momentum now for the Union. Spending 2 to stand up
Getting
Rage.
up Rage.
Oh. How do you deal with the Knuckles problem?
He's very good. He's very good.
For like a 7th or 8th pick in the draft, he's actually doing pretty okay. Hitting Rage. Moving back to where he was before.
It's the only problem with trying to relocate a model that's already activated.
Exactly.
And a wrap from Sakana onto Rage.
Fish wrap. Momentous push dodge. And some damage. One point of damage. Using bad coffers to hit himself again. Mentis raise the black flag going up. You have to imagine that goes onto Shark. Yeah, called it.
Negative black flag.
Ooh.
Minx. Now, can we come and kill Knuckles? I think we're going to come and kill Knuckles.
Standing up with momentum, you'd have to imagine.
And the problem is, if she stood up with momentum, she's moving to hit Knuckles. If a counterattack knocks down, that's her. That's the end of her activation.
1-inch melee zones are really good counterattacks. It's bad news.
Oh, after a kill. Oh!
Oh!
Saying, I want to advance to here, and this is the mark of where I'm going to dodge to when I kill Knuckles. Does he not? I'm looking at it. I think Knuckles has healed to about 9 health. Or even more? Is that possible?
I guess the intention here is,
No, he's on 9.
Position yourself kind of wedged into that little circle there to make the pushes away a little less great, but still 1-inch melee
I
zone.
think Dave's putting a lot of effort into this, but I've got a horrible feeling that having spent momentum to stand up and moved, Knuckles is going to knock him back down.
And Harwood more than happy to help him get widgets out for this because it's all on his clock and the gap is deepening on the clock. Oh, removes him out. Oh, maybe we were wrong. Maybe he wasn't healed up.
Right, I'm completely confused as to how much health Knuckles was on then. Yeah, he was only on 1 then.
Cool, so that's a dead Knuckles and 4 points to the Union. This is the one downside, I guess, to looking at the cards from the bird's eye view. We have the bird's eye view of the whole pitch, but when it comes to, you know, very detailed things like that, it gets a little bit hard. Whiffed an attack on Shark. Shark's counter-attack.
Double dodge.
I'll double doge away. Much dodge, such fish. Wow.
If there's a takeaway from this game, I think Minx is the wrong pick into 2-inch melee fish.
Yeah, probably correct. Despite them being probably one of your better kickoff options.
Certainly. Although, I mean, yeah, they do have the axe throw, but even so, perhaps some... Who else do they have that with a 2-inch melee or decimate for?
Yeah, you want either 2-inch
wind?
melee zones or durability, don't you? Like Benediction was definitely a good shout. Like if you had like another Benediction-like model,
Fangtooth.
maybe Fangtooth.
Fangtooth.
Get some unmaskings going.
Although he's going to be at risk of getting pushed off the pitch.
Speaking of Fangtooth, have you seen that there are more of the Union Fangtooth models that have been done by Charlie Culver?
Oh, there are.
Ooh.
For those of you who haven't been following along, our wonderful Charlie Culver of Twisted Brush Productions, I think,
to say Twisted Brush.
has converted an entire Union team of Fangtooths. Fangteeth. Some damage coming in here on Rage.
It's just tentacles going in and just like going sicko mode on Rage. So Rage going in. Oh no, looks it was Rage. Yeah, attacking.
No, damage was marked on Rage.
Okay, maybe from parting
He's
blow.
just taking some parting... Ah, that was it. Yeah, he was taking parting blows. Yes, so we've got an entire Union team of Fangtooth cosplaying as all the other characters.
Apart from himself, where he just is himself.
Well, apart from himself, he's just himself. This is very true. So have a look for that on the Guild Ball Supporters Facebook group.
Rage knocking down Shark. Richard Alderson said,
No,
I
he's
switched
not knocked
off.
him down because he's got a counter-attack coming in.
Okay. Richard Alderson saying, I switched off. Who have the Union taken out? They have killed Knuckles.
Finally. For my money, Dave maybe got a little too narrow-minded, a little too focused on killing the one model that he'd put enough damage on. So Rage healing up, having had Shark just counter-attack and double dodge away from him.
Kraken is back.
Clock really is ticking down. Ball's hidden from the fish, but takeouts are being hidden from the Union.
Well, it's a snake goal, isn't it? Like, still a snake goal.
That, yes, Bag of offers itself. You were quite right when you said there's no rush to get this seduced. I think maybe you do it now.
I said it's ultimately the Fish's game to lose. I think it's been that case from kickoff, really.
Probably have to say that. You probably have to say that, yeah.
Ian Newborn, where is the ball? I've lost sight of it. Now, if you look at the top, if you look at that bit of terrain towards the top right-hand side, you should see two 30mm bases. The one is Snake, the other is the ball.
Shark scored a goal, and the Union team got the ball to the Snake, who just ran into that far corner.
And they're taking their toys and they're going home with it.
Forgetting possibly our healing light from Grace. We're crowding out Shark. Whether or not Dave has realised, he can't have not seen this seduced. So he's crowding out Shark to make it as difficult as he can to pass that ball to Shark. Snake presumably only has a 4-inch kick. So you've got to get quite close.
Oh, he's measuring it out.
And if you're that close, then are you close enough for Blackheart to hit you? Oh, what? Why are you measuring this close? Coin has a 2-4 kick. Although actually, Seduced is 3. So you can get the ball, but then Blackheart maybe gets it off you and scores.
Potentially.
So we charging, getting it, kicking it off the pitch.
And could be a kill as well, maybe. Siren's not that durable.
So Shark's going to try and get some momentum, probably go stand near that ball, but out of Blackheart's threat range.
Moving away from Grace.
You've got to feel Shark, the Fish player, in the time he's got left, I don't think Fish can get 2 kills.
No. I think you either go for the goal or you just try and run down their clock.
Or you try and run down the clock, I think. The Union probably realise as well, they may be able to get a goal to get to 8, so then it's maybe Clock who can push that clock.
I mean, I don't know what the health totals are like, but they're not grabbing any of them. Maybe Veteran's Kana, if they're able to pin him down. That's the problem with this Fish lineup. It's like trying to grab hold of an eel.
It's good. They're
Slips
slippery.
away. Slippery, oh, that's a skill ball. I understood that reference.
And that probably shows a well-designed Fish team, he says, about a team that includes Knuckles on the pitch. Fair and balanced.
Knuckles is a Corsair model.
Knuckles is a Shark model, if you listen to Fraser and Dan. And I think watching this game is going to be a good lesson for Fish players.
Yeah.
Putting Knuckles in their lineup.
I mean, I've been saying to the to some of the English players, I would not be surprised to see a list like this at WTC.
I would not. I've spent this whole game thinking how I would counter it.
Shark's healed up.
So Snake, having just seen that Dan was measuring the distance to the Snake.
Got him. Shadow Light from the cards. Bag coffering to pick it for Blackheart. And the ball on Blackheart.
Are we going? I'd take the dodge there. Because is there any chance that Blackheart wins the momentum race, scores and wins the momentum race?
Which brings him up to 10, but then where does he get those last 2 points from?
Scoring would take him up to 8.
Yeah.
Wins the momentum race, scores again.
True, true.
Because he's got the ball now. If he was looking for that, I probably would have taken the dodge off.
Siren's just ignoring it, just going into the scrum. Safe there. Let Blackheart get the goal, because as soon as he does, we should kick it out over this way, and we score 1 back to win.
But not if you've lost the momentum race, perhaps.
Have to see what Dave can pull out.
And Studge, just momentum. He just wanted momentum.
Clock getting awfully short on Hartwell, both players' sides, but Harwood's
It is.
stands below 5 minutes now.
Just momentum. So 7 momentum for the Fish, 4 for the Union. We know that Dan's got a 7.
Still 1 7
Got another
left.
7 left.
If he needs to use it. Skana healed up. Blackheart Shadow likes forwards. Just to the edge of the fast terrain, still get the benefit of it.
Or is he? I've been tempted to pass to the Snake, use the dodge, charge in. We're looking at Vetsicana. He's probably not that fast, actually, no. He's debating what's the best route in this with 5 minutes left.
He's going to have to think of something quick.
You're certainly getting your money from us this morning. You're getting your money's worth of Guild Ball.
And I think at this rate, we're probably going to a 6th game as well.
Yes, it looks like if Daniel were to win this, then we have definitely got another game for you.
Wonder if we have any more results in. Let's have a look-see at the Longshanks.
We don't from table 2. Michael Coomber,
that's
Steve
the
Easton,
important one.
still going on. So he's passing back to Coin. Okay, so he sprinted and passed instead of passing and charging. Okay, we needed it to go around. And we're attacking Tentacles. Blackheart back in the fight. But if he doesn't heal, he might be in a bit of trouble for next
Probably
turn.
trying to kind of leverage, trying to equal that leverage gap, that momentum gap. 1 damage, double dodge.
Knowing that...
Use
Yeah,
the
he
momentum
probably...
heal.
Oh, so we're down to 5 momentum actually on the fish. This is 3. So Dave doesn't know that Dan has the other 7 and can go first if he wants. But I don't think... So a healing light aura from Benediction. Yeah, big fan of this. Big fan of this.
Any passive effect is just handy.
Yeah, I keep calling it healing light, which it isn't.
It's the Harrow rule.
It is the Harrow rule.
Grudge match from the Union.
Oh!
It looks like it's Dan Harwood
So
going
Dan Harwood's going to go first, and for grudge match, he's going to put singled out on. Who would you put it on? Minx or Rage?
Ooh, what?
Not Benediction. You're not going to kill him.
Yeah. Probably Minx just because there's a few more crowd outs there already.
He's asking.
Minx is on
Minx
full.
is on full health.
Goes on to Minx. Where are the Union going to put it? On Sakana. Looks like he's maybe going to try and go for a kill on Sakana.
And of course, Knuckles comes back on the pitch.
Got to imagine it's a heavy tackle. Strip the ball off. And then it's so safe over there.
Even if it's just push the snake off the pitch, it might get to the point on clock where a 1...
Yeah, one less
1 point
activation.
mascot activation.
Exactly. Knuckles could
It's
probably do it. And he's, well, in fact, he's got all the time in the world to do it. Well, I say all the time in the world. It's 3 minutes 40 left on the clock.
3 minutes 42. Ooh.
Dueling clock time.
They have. It might come to that a bit of a scrap when players go below 5 minutes.
And if it comes to that, it's only going to be in Harwood's favour at this rate.
That's true. Even if Daniel were to clock out, Dave only being on 4 means Dan still has a couple of activations and a full 5 minutes. There's no rush to it to get a goal.
It looks like we have a big stack on Shark, couple on Sakana, couple on Siren by the looks of it. In terms of the cards, we have Lone Striker on the fish side. Okay, so that's...
They are going first, but whoever it is will be -1 tack.
Yeah. You maybe just go with someone where you're not overly fussed on them being -1 tack for the turn.
I've got a feeling it might be Knuckles, because he gets +2 tack when he's attacking the ball holder anyway.
Oh.
And it looks like he's written that on a token and is just about to put it down.
Galaxy
on
Brain.
Knuckles, perhaps?
Galaxy Brain. We're going to go with
Knuckles is activating.
Call
Taking
it.
-1 tack, we're getting +2 because he's going to hit the ball holder.
Very smart.
Heavy tackle, double push, double push.
Maybe. Where's this double push to?
I'm going to say 2.
Oh, it's on 3.
It's on 3.
Not undoable. Tackle.
Okay.
Looked like he charged in the
Oh.
first instance then.
Interesting.
Momentous heavy tackle for a knockdown. Dan's speeding up in his die rolls now.
Not the best rolls, perhaps, but
Yeah, it's not, he's got the ball, that's the main thing.
that,
He's not
that,
getting
that ball
back.
is there.
Yeah. The ball lives here now.
Although, unless he wants to bring Blackheart all the way back.
He's considering a cheeky kick off the pitch. Ends the game all now, or
No,
kicking
kick
it
it
towards
this-
the goal, yeah.
Kicks it that way, goes to Blackheart. Okay.
What are we doing? Where's it going?
But he realises he's got 2 minutes left. He does need 4 points. He can't just assume he's won at this point. Got 2 minutes left and needs 4 points.
Is he going to do it?
We've now got less than 2 minutes left on the clock.
Oh, this isn't where you want to start doing
We
this.
probably need to get Bryce aware that it might be needed.
Oh, he's kicked off the pitch.
Kicks off the pitch, it's now going to scatter back.
Direction 4, 5 inches. Oh, right towards the Union goal. Is Rage
On
gonna
Rage
snap
if Rage
it?
wants it.
I mean,
Now
they
that
could
might be another leading question. Does Rage definitely want it? Yeah, it's going to
got
go
it on Rage. Although, like, what are the Union going to do? How are they going to get it off him? Oh.
Rage could go
Gonna
past
run
the
away.
Blackheart.
Yeah, not bad. Not a bad idea.
Although Shark is right there.
I'm just kicking it into space.
I do hope that there is some official up there who's going to be ready with a clock.
Well, these clocks usually, if we've set them right, do the additional 5 minutes anyway.
Fantastic. And of course, there's no 1 point activations anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not passing to Blackheart. We're just booting it this way.
So he's put it in a position where it can't go behind his line, can't go off the pitch. Direction 6, 3 inches. Very close to where it started off in the first place.
Back on the snake?
No, I don't
Oh,
think
just
it's
leaving it
far
on the
enough.
floor.
Yeah. So onus back on Dan. Where
Right,
are you
Dan
gonna
now
find
has
those-
a minute and a half before he starts giving up points.
Where are you going to find those last 4 points?
So Sakana's hitting, getting a momentous black flag on Blackheart.
Dan's speeding up now. Time is of the essence. Momentous
It's
push.
astounding. Time is fleeting.
Minx.
Madness takes control.
What's going on? Blackheart
Right,
going.
let's go
Gonna
in.
go for Shadow
We're just
Light.
going to get some hits. Dave only having 2.5 minutes. Clock's burning up for both players. Both have got a 6-point captain activation to go.
Looks like he's going into Sakana. He's re-rolling out again, though.
I think the nerves are coming in. I think the stress and the
you can
nerves are
tell.
coming in.
1 damage, dodge.
I've got him down to...
Oh, 1 dodge, no damage. Okay. Knockdown. Oh, here we go. This might start swinging. 2 attacks so far. 3rd attack. 3
damage.
damage. 9 left.
They must have healed.
Might be able to do it.
Got 3 more attacks.
I start bonus timing them now just to be sure. It's not doing it. One damage, double
Yeah, I
dodge.
don't think he's gonna kill him.
Kill's not happening.
We got Minx though.
Maybe.
And Sakana's activated. 3 damage.
3 damage. 5 left.
5 left. And a minute and a half. Both players coming down to a minute.
Dueling clocks. Everything
Oh.
hits. 3
3 damage, double dodge.
dodge.
Sakana's on 2.
Dodging into Shark.
He's going to
Blackheart
heal.
healing. Although surely the fishes heal Sakana up. Sorry, binding attack onto Minx. Making benediction hit. Blackheart was
So,
seduced.
seduced.
Aha. Just pushing Blackheart around. Taking him outside of Shark's melee range by the looks of it. Axe throwing.
Bonus time an axe thrown to Sakana that would kill him.
Oh, 1 dice there engaged. They're going to re-roll that. There we go.
So
Bonus
Sakana
time.
dies. We've got 2 points for the Union.
Up to 6 points for the Union. Maybe that was his plan all along. Get it down low enough for an axe throw. Back to shadowing. Use the axe.
36 seconds left on the clock.
Woo.
This is definitely the longest game.
Are we gonna? And clock's already gone back over.
Yeah. We do have dueling clocks now.
Snake a second movement to stand up.
And you,
Looks like momentum actually. Momentum stand up. There we go.
because then he's going to kick it. No, he's going to hold it.
Hold it there. Not sure about that.
70 seconds.
Grace
I think
just gonna move a
Shark
bit.
might just kill his activation. No,
Surely
he's
just
gonna
sprint and tidal surge towards the ball.
do- as long as it just can't take that much. Can't
do
take
it.
that long over it.
Let's do
Don't
it,
make
man.
attacks. Don't make attacks.
Oh,
Although he needs momentum. No, does he need momentum? He doesn't. He's used both 7s.
He's attacking someone. Oh, it's going to be. This is. I mean, you've got to be so quick now.
Got less than 30 seconds now left for the fish on their
Oh,
clock.
it's like 1 result. Just get momentous dodges in to guarantee the next turn. Look at that pile of momentum building up on Dan's side. Another momentous dodge. Doesn't care what the results are. He's just going for him. Looks at tidal surge now.
And tidal surge.
There we go. Is everyone done?
11 seconds on both. No, 10. 9.
Benediction. Oh.
Benediction. 8 seconds left for the Union, 11 seconds left.
They're both
for
going
the
into that
Fish.
5-minute section during allocation.
I hope both players are going to just, gentleman's agreement, take a minute, take a breather.
Grab some Haribo.
Grab some Haribo.
Ponder existence.
Go onto the Steamforged store and order a rookie.
If they've already done that, Dave, why would they do
They've
that?
already done. They are top players, of course. They've already done that. What does the stream think about the time left?
Yeah, let us know, stream. It's getting very tense down here in.
It is. It's going to go to whoever clocks out second.
Well, I mean, that score is evened up just enough, hasn't it?
Yes.
Fraser McFetridge, I think Dan Tunnel Vision's too hard on scoring for his last 4 points. Rage and Benny could have been taken out over 2 rounds.
Benediction.
Fraser, the progenitor of the Battleshock Galactica list. Oh!
You've got 5 seconds left. Dan had it already.
Boom, boom.
Oh, we've got 3, 2,
1 point.
Dan has now clocked out. I'm going to keep a track of this because Ronan is out of the room.
Sure.
We can hear him running back in.
It's just Knuckles going into the snake. Cards, midfield general, Union, keep the ball moving. Fish. Just going, oh.
At the end of this activation, there will be a point for Dave.
Maybe this is where he evens it up. Maybe it all came down to this. We're in the end game now.
I think Dave just does nothing. Dave just,
Yeah.
whatever it is, just...
Yeah, he's got Dan shook. Or like maybe just like do Blackheart quick to finish off Tentacles or something. To just speed that clock time up. Ball's now on Knuckles. Oh, this is near a full minute on Knuckles' activation.
And we're dropping the... Doesn't really matter, so it's still only going to be 1 point.
But it's time.
1 point for Dave.
There we go.
And Dave also has clocked out, so after this activation, there'll be a point for Dan.
Just do something quick. Do Blackheart, kill Tentacles.
Shock can score next.
Can he? Where's Shark to?
Shock's just above Dave's
okay.
left wrist.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we charge Shark.
Shark, okay.
Although Shark can still stand up with momentum, tidal surge out, sprint, shoot.
But it's all about making that as inefficient as possible.
Yeah.
Charge attack.
There's almost no rush now because he's got 4.5 minutes. Now, once you've clocked out, you're bleeding points.
Damage, double dodge. 1 damage dodge. Get up close. Maybe would have stayed near the terrain. He's not getting the terrain benefit of the terrain anymore.
I really think Dan's option is tidal surge, sprint, shoot.
Doesn't sound too bad.
Be a point for Dan now.
Point for Dan.
Yeah, Dan's got
4
4
minutes
minutes,
to do this.
and he is thinking it's got to be tidal surge, sprint, shoot. And such close on clock, so close on play. I mean, it's.
I think that Dave knew that he was going to be pushing it uphill in this matchup.
I think he's
But
done
he's done
fantastically
really well.
well.
Just kind of keep his.
I think if a lesson to take away from this game, if you are facing a grindy team that can bring in one player, swamp them.
Particularly,
Get your whole team in there.
particularly Battle Shark. Oh,
So we are.
going for
We
the
are.
goal.
Go. Oh, he's got the ball. He's title surgeon. He's got the ball. Is he? And he is scored!
12 points to 7 in favour of the Fish.
Go Lazio!
Very well played. So we'll be seeing you again for the final round
We
of
will.
the English Nationals.
We still don't
2019.
know who he's going to be
It could
playing.
be anybody. So it could be, well, it couldn't be anybody. It's going to be one of 2 people.
It could be one of 2 people.
Michael Cumber's Brewers or Steve Easton's Masons, both
Now,
of whom we've already seen on stream.
If that game just went to clock, what is this game doing?
Exactly. So before we leave you, ready for the next round, I've just got a quick plug for Guild Ball at the London Grand Tournament, taking place on the 14th and 15th of September at Lee Valley Athletic Centre in London, being run by That There Beard of Beard Minis on
It's going to be
YouTube.
fantastic.
It's going to be amazing. It's not just Guild Ball, that's mainly what we're interested in, of course.
That's true.
600 plus games happening on the site over 3 days for multiple different game systems, but of course, we're there for Guild Ball. You can buy your tickets at lgtpresents.co.uk/store. It's going to be an absolute cracking weekend of Guild Ball, and I hope to see all of you there.
Would you like to see Steve Margetson? Would you like to see Don Westland?
You wouldn't want
Would
to see
you
me.
like to see Bryce Johnston? Would you like to see Josh Nimchick? Would you like to see Dave Cameron? No, we'll come to the Grand Tournament anyway.
Exactly.
You can see Beard.
Exactly, he's running the show. So, I think we'll call it there, and we'll see you after lunch. Woo!
I failed all the hits on there. I was like,